So, first of all, what's up, fellas? How's everybody doing? Okay, guys, two rules. I'm not going to talk to you long for about 10 minutes. But I got a rule that is you don't listen with your ears, you listen with your eyes. I feel like I'm talking to men, so I expect to be treated like a man and will treat you like one. Again, what did I just say? We listen to what?
Your eyes.
Exactly. So if you can give me 10 minutes of your attention, what it's really doing is you're practicing a discipline that very few athletes, no matter how talented you think you may be, have. And that is the ability to focus. So I'm going to ask you, you can eat, but you can look here too. That makes sense? So I'm going to give you just a couple things, guys, just a couple things. My sport wasn't baseball. I quit baseball in 7th grade. It was the first time I saw a curveball and I thought it was going to hit me. So I quit. Okay. So I played football because I'd rather get hit by guys running full speed. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Should have kept playing baseball. But anyhow, I played football. That's what that scar is from. Okay? But here's what I want you guys to understand. I'm going to give you two things. I'm going to ask you to repeat them back to me after I'm done, okay? Two things. Now, everyone has been hearing about all these performance-enhancing drugs. You guys been hearing about steroids and all that kind of stuff? Okay. Now, I'm going to give you a performance enhancer, okay? It's called a performance-enhancing quality, a PEQ, right? A little different than the PED. Okay? I need you to look here when I'm talking. You can handle that. Look with your eye. This performance enhancement, it can make the most significant difference in your playing career, also in your life. You guys listening to me? Okay? Now, follow this here. Okay? I've played with, because I got a chance to play in the NFL for a few years. So I was with the Jets and I was with the Packers. I have many friends who spend a lot of time in professional athletic and sport. So I've been around some of the best athletes in the world. It's been great. Okay? Olympic athletes as well. And I've seen guys so talented, yet not fulfill their potential. I mean, guys talented enough to make it to the league, but not so talented that because they were missing this performance enhancer, because they missed it, it negated all that great talent. And this is what it is. You guys listen to me? Simple thing, real simple. It's simply called a positive attitude. Now, I'm going to define it in a second. So a positive attitude is not walking around with a smile on your face, denying reality. So, okay, I want everybody to understand that quickly. We're not talking about a positive attitude, you just walk around with a happy face. Some of the most positive people I know are some of the most competitive people I know. They play to win. We do not play just for fun. We play to win. Now, understand what winning means. Many times you can win, but not necessarily win on a scoreboard. But you can win in your effort. You can win in the way you support your teammates. You can win in the way you respect umpires. You can win in the way you treat the game, all right? So this positive attitude that I'm describing, and this is what I want to ask you, is what's your most talented skill real quick? How many people got a good arm? By show of hands. Okay, wonderful. How many people got a good back? Okay, how many pretty good in the field? Okay, good. And I'm here to tell you, there's probably some other players around the country, just saying, there's a good chance, that they may be as good as you, maybe not, but they might be as good as you from a skill standpoint. So they may have similar skills to you. They might have pretty good talent. They may have, a good knowledge of the game. But what's going to separate you and separate another person who may have equal talent will be your attitude. The way you go about the game. Now, when I talk about attitude, guys, I want to make this very practical. Here's where you get to practice it. When your coach is here who are asking you to do something, your answer isn't, why do we have to do it? Your answer should be, yes, coach. That's an attitude reflection. You show me a player who's willing to be taught, I show you a player who has a chance for greatness. You show me a player who's 14 years old and think they know it all, I tell you a player who's going to have a great career till they're 15. Okay? But if you want to keep playing, you got to be willing to learn. It's a positive attitude. Also, a great place to practice a positive attitude is with your parents. Practice now. When you respect authority in your house, you'll learn how to respect your authority out here on this field. It's just how it works. Guys, I'm telling you right now, positive attitude works. Now, here's the way you make in a practical approach, you use a positive attitude in the game. Have you ever had a moment when you've been at the plate, you were the last out, and unfortunately, you're sitting in the dugout, you're not the last out yet, you're sitting in the dugout, and the guy in front of you doesn't get a hit, and if you don't get a hit, oh man, like the game's over and there's a lot of pressure. You ever been in that position? Anybody here been there? Yeah. And you feel all that, you kind of butterflies in your stomach and you're like, oh, I don't want to let people down. So when I talk about a positive attitude, it's not just about how you treat your coaches, it's even a positive attitude how you go about the game. Here's the way you can maintain a positive attitude in a very difficult circumstance. That means before you step up to the plate, you're not at the plate thinking, oh God, don't strike out. Oh God, don't mess up. Oh Lord, please don't let me mess this up and let the team down. Here's the one thing you have to get in the habit of, guys, and if you can start it young, it's something I wish I learned many years before I finally got to the league, but I wish I knew this early. That is, every time you step in this box, you always, the last thing you allow to flow through your mind is the last successful experience you had in that box. So if you hit a home run last year but hadn't hit one this year, think about the home run you hit last year as much as possible. Think about the other good plays you made as much as possible. Allow, from a positive standpoint, your mind to be like a highlight film that just replays all your successes over and over and over again. You never get to the plate fearing striking out. You always get to play excited about the opportunity to get a hit like you did the previous time. Does that make sense? Guys, I promise you, this is what's great. The way you feel will always follow where your focus goes. So if you focus on your previous successes, you focus on your wins. I don't care if you haven't had a hit in 2 years. Go back 2 years, think about the last time you got a hit, think about that all the time, and guess what? You step in the box, your confidence goes up. I've seen incredibly talented individuals diminish their talent because they couldn't get their head to match their talent. And you guys can get it early. So don't ever feel like you're being victimized. Umpire makes a bad call, he just missed it. Just respect it, nod to him, go back to the dugout. Guess what? Come back up the next time, don't be in that position again. Sometimes your coach may put somebody in a position you think you should be in. Don't get mad at the coach. Just say, okay, how hard do I have to play? What do I have to do to put myself in a position to get control of my situation again? Now, guys, I mean this in total respect. I don't care who your coach is. I don't care who your parents are. I don't care what's been around you. Here's what I want to tell you. A player, and you get to practice here, being a victim is learned. So if you watch a coach going crazy complaining about the ump, guess what? That doesn't make it okay for you to do it, even though you may want to do it. That's not okay. You got to understand you are responsible for your attitude. You're responsible for maintaining the right attitude. And if you do it, I promise you, your play will support that. You show me any player who keeps stepping in the box and he's constantly reliving the last time he got cheated, guess what's going to happen to his performance? It's going to drop. You always want to play at your best, but you play at your best by reminding and remembering you're at your best when your attitude is at its best. That makes sense? Guys, what I'm talking about right now is the part of the game. Everybody wants to work on all the drill work. Aaron's going to have you straight. These coaches are going to have you straight. But what I'm describing right now, no one can do for you. But I promise you, it's a multiplier of your talent. Give me an average talented person with a great attitude, and I'm going to tell you, you give me a team of those, we're going to get it done. We're going to win a lot. You give me a team full of a bunch of talented guys with bad attitudes, talent gets diminished with the wrong attitude. Attitude can be a multiplier or it can be a divider. And not only is that true on the baseball field, it's true in business, it's true in school, it's true in life. Is this making sense? Good. Guys, you guys been awesome.